Drum nerds, drum nerdesses, like, subscribe, join the drum nerd family. We are getting so close to that 6,000 goal, in my opinion. 1,466 might be a bit off of 6,000, but it's a damn sight closer, in my opinion, than it has been. So thank you very much, and absolutely slam all those buttons, and let's have a bigger, wider, wonderful drum nerd community. So we're getting into Jinjer's HellFest. This is home back. No idea what to expect. Sorry for the slight absence. I didn't go away in some kind of weird Nikocado avocado style thing. Well, for many reasons, because physically you can tell one. But I'm here. I was taken on a trip by my girlfriend. We went and saw some nice stuff in Bath. So there is no live video of me drumming this week, but hopefully there will be next week. So let's get into this review. Where'd the sound go? Ooh, I want to go back to that because that sounds great. That's a great phrase. Could you not just roll that and hold that steady as a drummer for ages? That's gorgeous. The tom sounds so wonderful. Ooh. None of this is what I'm expecting here. I forgot how much he loves those auxiliary hats. Oh, that was a gorgeous fill. Oh. See, look, so you can, again, I think I've said this at the previous song I did of theirs, but he's got that down left, or rather right auxiliary hat. He's got one obviously over to the side. Behind that, he's got one on the right, I think. And his snare is very centralized and focal pointed for his kit, right? Everything is coming around that snare drum. And also take note, his cymbals are pointing away from him because, and I'm not in his head, but what I was taught in school and the way that it most makes sense is if they're pointed slightly away, angling away from you, as you can see his are right here, when you crash, cool, you've crashed it, but now they're flopping forward. So then when you come back up to crash again, they're going to be rising up and they always will remain level because you're hitting them constantly at that way, at that angle, in and to the side. They're then going to be maintaining a level of flatness that is more conducive with constant hits. Whereas if they're pointed in as such, coming towards you, when you hit them, they're already angled in as if you've hit them before you've even hit them, if that makes sense. So when you hit it, you don't get a good initial attack. And then after it starts moving, you get less of a good attack because you've got less cymbal to go for. I hope any of that makes sense. Nerdy ramble over. It's just very well thought out. Great ride sound too. I do love her voice, genuinely. She has an incredible voice. And I think you were all telling me, is that the Circle of Death? Or is that an Xbox thing? Beautiful sound. Ooh! It's gorgeous. So many different subdivisions going on. Pardon me. So a lot of you were telling me that she doesn't need practice on her windmilling. I think you called it windmilling with her neck. Because she's some supernatural beast. And if you go back, have a look. You might not see, I might be in the way. So some of those people are like, get out of the video. Maybe you've got some validity. But behind me, and maybe when you watch the original video, on his snare, he's got a bit of a towel bunched up, which helps deaden the top batter head, so it sounds a lot more punchy. Oh. Boom. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm tired. I just come back from holiday. I'm trying to count this timing. I could be wrong. If I get it wrong, please put it in the comments. Let me know. We're all humans here. So that's regular common time. But it might have been 6-8 previously. Or 7-8. Yeah, that's regular. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna scrub it back, and you listen for those grace notes. Really listen. Turn it up. Put on some headphones. Really listen for those grace notes on the snare. They're gorgeous. They fill space. Not yet. Right here. Did you hear that? I hope you heard that. Because he went from grace notes into a little bit of a fill, as in a single hand stroke roll. It sounded like a single stroke, but it was initiated off of some grace notes going. Beautiful transition. Oh, those bass notes in conjunction with the bass drum. That's so fat. Listen to it. Oh. Oh. That's the benefit right there of having two side floor toms. Well, obviously they're on the side, but a left and a right. Left and right side floor toms. Looks like they could be. Looks like one of them standard, but I wouldn't be surprised if one's a 16 by 16 and one's an 18 by 18 or 18 by 16. But either way, they're so chunky and you can just really throw down some big stabs. Yes. Fantastic voice. Oh, did you hear that flam on that snare? You need to hear that flam on that snare. Woo! He's got to use those little bells. I didn't know this. Thank you, Mr. Boats in Australia there, for saying that you thought they were called crystal bells. And maybe they are referred to as crystal bells if they're from Sabian or Mino, but I've always known them as Zed bells. But I learned something interesting a few days ago, in that they could be called crystal bells. And that's pretty cool. And I get it, because it kind of sounds a bit like if you did hit a crystal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm going to pause that there because I'm going to call that the song. So I guess that's Home Back. Can somebody let me know, or many somebodies, please let me know if, I'm pretty sure I got the name right, Vlad, if he's still going through military training because what penis face Putin's doing. Let me know if he's still going through that training. because again, that adds more to this, that in all of what's happening, he's going through training to do something to protect his country. He's still bringing this fabulous drumming and musicianship to the world. He's kind of like an all-around just awesome dude, seemingly, you know. I've never met him, so I don't want to say one way or the other. That's not to say he's not, but it takes some serious cojones. He seems like a really proper dude, you know. And anybody who's met him, please share some stories. I'm happy to learn all of this. But that was awesome. Those bass notes, and I mean the bass notes is in the bass guitar and the bass notes is in the bass drum. And when they blend together, when they're really in sync, because that rhythm section is boom, that's kind of black hole starting kind of tightness. You get the thickness almost on an extra level because they're coming in at the same time. They're so tight that both of those notes and all of those notes are hitting at the same time. So it throws that wall of low end at you, and it's really thick and punchy, and it gives such a nice feel because everything else can then live on top of it very comfortably, very comfortably. This might not be your music, this might not be your scene, but you gotta give it up to the musicianship, the songwriting ability, her vocals, my God. And just all of it, everything. Just all the tones decided to be used in the songs, because those are tonal decisions, the drum tuning, the drum setup. Jinjer's a funkin' amazing band. That is really great, and I wish that I could see them at some point in a gig. So I'm gonna sign off here. I gotta go and do a bunch of admin. I gotta get this video uploaded. I'm sorry for the space. Heads up, I am going to Canada in September, so I'm gonna try and front load a bunch of recordings so that there's never missed views or videos, but they might more predominantly be reactions because my kit's here. So apologies in advance. But subscribe. Let's get to 6,000. Let's get to 10,000 by Christmas, eh? Okay. Thank you so much. I love every one of you. Be well. Be safe. Keep your stick on the ice.